You guys have been asking for it. This is the quantum leap deep dive, the science of quantum leaping, what this means in your life and how to quantum leap. I also got carried away when making this, and I filmed an extra special quantum leaping meditation just for you. You can go to the caption and download it for free. I want you to be able to start quantum leaping to get to that next level version of you. You can also jump to later in the video if you're like, I'm just here for the how-to instructions, I don't care about the science, and get those exact instructions for how to quantum leap. I know we all just want a checklist cheat sheet in our life, like do this, do this, do this, boom, I'm at the next level. But the more we understand why we're doing that, the more we understand how it works, the more we decode this world around us, we can quantum leap to levels beyond what we can even comprehend, because you actually understand how to transmute energy. So this is what I'm going to teach you. Let's dive in. So what is a quantum leap? When you quantum leap, you are collapsing time. It's the biggest spiritual buzzword. I hear it in business, I hear it when people talk about energy and mindset practices, and it basically means getting to that next level version of you fast. It means overnight success. It means, whoa, all of a sudden I'm here at my next level without having to go through step by step by step by step of struggle. You just collapse time and get the thing. In November 2019, I made my first 10K month. This was a big deal because I was only making like 1K months in like July 2019. So I quantum leaped from 1K to 10K. Once I hit that 10K months, I was at the 10K month level for a while, and I stayed at the 10K month level, and I just couldn't break it. Like I was stuck at that energy level. And I know so many of you are watching like, poor you, but we're all at different levels and we all want to grow. So I'm not saying I was in a bad position, I'm just saying I wanted more. So all of 2020, I was kind of stuck at this 10K per month level, and then by the end of 2020, I quantum leaped to a 20K per month level, and I was able to bring in that amount of money. And then in December 2021, I was at the 20K level for a while, and then December 2021, I was able to quantum leap. I wanted even more, and I hit my first 10K day. So I was able to collapse time, this $10,000 number that was important to me. At first, I was able to make it in 10 months. I was able to bring in $10,000 in 10 months. Then I collapsed time and I was able to bring in this 10K in just 1 month. I collapsed time and I was able to bring in this 10K in just half a month, 2 weeks. And then I was able to collapse time and bring in this 10K in just 1 day. My next quantum leap is bringing in this 10K in 1 moment. So in 1 payment, very soon, people will start paying me in full in $10,000, and I am manifesting it. That is my next quantum leap. So a quantum leap is when you collapse time and you do the thing faster than you were able to do it. You reach that next level higher. And why do we call this quantum leaping? Well, I'm going to teach you the science of what quantum leaping is so you understand how to manipulate the energy around it. This will help you also realize what spiritual leaders out there are getting it wrong. You'll be able to detect who is using it from a scientific level, which is not many people, because not many people know the science of it, but many leaders still get the gist right, and many people are simply hopping on this buzzword trend to have better performing content. But I want to teach you what the science is so you can understand it, you can detect people who are legit, and you can begin implementing these energetic principles in your own life. So a quantum leap stems from an electron energy level inside of an atom. All matter is made up of atoms. Atoms are the building block of our universe. Inside of an atom, there is a nucleus, and then electrons orbit the nucleus. You can picture these orbitals as just being concentric circles around this nucleus, and each energy level that the electron is in, closer to the nucleus, requires less energy for the electron to be in, and each energy level farther away from the nucleus requires more energy for the electron to be in. Electrons hopping energy levels, it does that by absorbing and desorbing light or photons, And this is constant happening all of the time. So electrons are jumping these energy levels, and this is what quantum leaping is, or quantum jumping. Why it's called that is because each energy level has a discrete energetic value attached to it. For an electron to be inside of an energy level, it has a specific amount of energy. So why is this important? Well, we never detect electrons outside of those specific levels. So an electron is never ever caught jumping between levels. If level 1 is here and level 2 is here, an electron can only be at level 1 or level 2. It is never caught traveling in between. It quantum leaps. And this is why we use the term quantum leap to associate you going from a 10K month to a 10K day in business, because you are here, then you are here. It is not, oh, now I'm at a $10,100 month. Now I'm at a $10,200 month. And you keep doing that until it adds up. No, you are here and then you are here. It is that easy. Scientists also do not know why this happens. But what we can propose is when we look at the quantum level. The famous double slit experiment is one study in quantum physics that shows us an electron can act as both a particle and a wave. All quantum particles follow this. When an electron is in its wave-like state, what that means is that it is in all possibilities at once. A wave is a spread out version of an electron. It is not collapsed into a particle, which is one point in space, but it is in all points of space, which is a wave. A wave can also be thought of as like a field of energy because the electron is everywhere. We know it is everywhere in space because of another aspect of quantum physics called superposition. Superposition is when we know that quantum particles are not just possibly in any of the states, but they are in all of the states at once. I know it's a weird concept, but since we can think of this wave or this field as a natural state of an electron, this will help us talk about how you can quantum leap and how you can manipulate energy. So what if the energy states aren't actually different? Yes, there's a lower and a higher energy state, but they just appear different to us because of our limited perception, when in reality the electron's in all the states. And in some forms of energy absorption, we can only perceive energy level 1. And when it hits a certain threshold, we can only perceive energy level 2. But the electron's actually not jumping. We're simply just being shown a different facet of it. It's still a little weird that we can't visualize the transition, but let me explain it this other way to you. So we have our visible light spectrum, which is every color that you can see. Imagine if you go to change the color on something and then that spectrum pops up and you can pick, any shade of any color that you desire. What if instead of that spectrum, instead of that gradient of colors, what if we could only see discretized colors? We could only see one shade of red, like red, orange, yellow, blue. We could only see one shade of all the rainbow colors, and that was it. So when we have a pure red, and the red, maybe we can only see this one shade of red, and then when the red picks up enough yellow hues, once it reaches a certain threshold, we'll see orange. We only go from red to orange, but we can't see the nuance of the color in between. We can't perceive reddish orange. It would seem like these colors are jumping from red to orange to yellow, and that's all there is, but in reality, on the back end, there's a whole range of different possibilities that it could be. Another way to think about that is if I'm counting my steps. I'm walking and I'm saying, okay, I took 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4 step, right? But what I'm really doing, I'm just not saying it or thinking about that, is when I take 1 step and then I take a second step, I'm saying, okay, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 2. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's actually a spectrum of numbers between 1 and 2, but we discretize it in our heads. What if electrons are working this way, where there's actually there is a whole range of motion? It is traveling in the linear fashion here to here, But instead of it being truly linear and us being able to visualize it, we just can't perceive how it's traveling on the back end. Why do we care? Who cares what the electron's doing in between energy levels? Whatever, just send me to my higher energy, let me quantum leap, that's all I want to know. Okay, well, it's important because if it is just one wave, and we are perceiving different facets of this electron, let's zoom out and apply that to your life. What that would mean between you quantum leaping to your next state, from your 10K month to your 10K day, your $1 million year to your $1 million month. What that means is this wave is all you. When the electron is a wave and we see it here and here, that's really the same electron. We're just viewing it in different positions. So the only difference between you and the quantum leap version of you is we haven't viewed this version of yet. We haven't perceived it, but it's always there. It's there within you right now. It's all within you. There's just something in our world, because we don't fully understand what's happening on the back end, that's stopping you from perceiving that version of you. The current version of you and the version of you that you want to be are superimposed. You are both versions right now. You want to be at that state because you feel that you are at that state in some level. Yes, you might have doubts, you might have fears, you might not really know how to get there. I'm not saying it's all perfect, because our minds are not perfect. We cannot always perceive the truth, but the truth is that higher level version of you is inside, and that's why you can feel it. It is a version of you that exists right now, and your only job is to open up to receive perception of that version of you. Like the electron, all you have to do is absorb more light, gain more energy, and then you will be able to perceive yourself at that state. So this whole notion of quantum leaping, you're not actually leaping at all. You're not going anywhere that you aren't already. That higher level version of you exists in yourself right now. Doesn't it feel so much easier to just access that version of you versus have to leap and become someone else? All you have to do is uncover the layers of what you're used to perceiving and look deeper inside, and you get to access the abundant version that you desire to be of yourself. It's important to understand how the electron energy levels work when thinking about quantum leaping also, because the closer an electron is, when it's in energy level 1, closest to the nucleus, that requires the least amount of energy. Each level it climbs up requires more energy. But when we're thinking about an electron, there is no good or bad. There is no the higher states are good and the lower states are bad. It's just higher energy or lower energy. There's no stories or meaning placed on any of this. And that is another huge thing to embody. You are perfect and worthy right now. Motion is the language of the universe. We are meant to flow and not stay static, and it's okay to lose a little energy and gain more and lose more and gain more. There is no bad and there is no good. And if you're in one state and you desire to be in a different state, you get to follow that desire, but it does not mean you are bad because you don't have it now. It is your job more than quantum leaping. It is not quantum leaping if you are quantum leaping from an ego-based state. If you are saying, well, I don't have enough now and I need more, that's not healing. That's simply following your ego's need for more. Healing and true quantum leaping is when you accept everything in your energy level and you say, this is the good, this is the bad, I massively accept where I am, and now I will build the energy to get to that next level of me. I will accept the good and the bad at that new level, and I accept the good and the bad here. And I understand my next level is simply a higher energy state, and it does not mean anything about me. That is healing, and that is the essence, and that once you embody that concept, that is when you will quantum leap. Electrons jump from energy state 1 to 2 and 2 to 1, and they also can go to 3 to 4, but the higher you get, the less common it is for electrons to be there. And note the parallel between our everyday world. It's easy to rest at level 1. It's comfortable to rest at level 1. Level 1 feels good. You just vibe, you just coast. You need no energy. You don't need to do anything. Level 4 is a lot of energy. You have to hold a lot of energy to be vibrating at that state. It's way easier to just be at energy level 1. In your life, where are you staying in your comfort zone? Energy level 1 is being in your comfort zone. It's doing what's familiar. It's doing the things that take no effort instead of doing the things that take lots of effort. It's doing the things that feel easy and familiar versus doing the things that feel hard and scary, but you know are going to get you the things that you desire. When you zoom out and picture all the people that you know, all the people in the world, well, only a handful are what you might consider massively successful, whatever that means to you, but the vast majority of people are unhappy in their situation or looking for more to get to that next level. The vast majority of people you know might be operating at energy level 1 because that's what's comfortable and easiest. And only some, those able to hold and control and transmute and use and surrender to and trust and not be scared of this powerful energy we can access, those are the people who can quantum leap to the higher energy state. Now we know that quantum leaping is simply about transmuting energy. It is about absorbing massive amounts of energy fast. So when people look at your results, they're like, oh my God, how did they do it? Quantum leaping does not mean it's easy, doing no work, staying in your comfort zone, because that's simply residing at energy level 1. You having a result but doing none of the work to get there is not quantum leaping. Sorry, I know you wanted it to be that easy. It gets to be easy because you're growing, so it ends up feeling easier. A huge part of quantum leaping is being comfortable with getting uncomfortable. When you can get comfortable with holding these larger amounts of energy in your body at these higher vibrational states, that is when you can quantum leap back and forth, you can get the thing, you can transmute the energy, you are able to use the energy of the universe to get the thing you want. And in my opinion, being able to turn on and off quantum leaping, being able to turn on and off your manifestation is true mastery versus putting all your energy in, oh, if only I get the thing, I'll be so happy. That is level 1 thinking. We need to get to level 2 thinking, 3 and 4. So now the moment you've been waiting for, I'm going to teach you how to quantum leap. So step 1, you have to decide what next level you looks like. If you're just saying, I don't know what it is, but I don't want this, that is not quantum leaping. That is operating in the same energetic state because all you are thinking about is your current surroundings. You're not allowing yourself to think bigger and better. If you wanted to lose weight and you're just thinking, oh, I'm so fat every day, you're operating in that energy. You're operating at that level. If you're thinking, I know this healthy version of me is going to feel so good, you're operating in a higher energy state in the result that you want because you're focused on the result. You're not focused on the current reality. Where attention goes, energy flows. So you want to focus all your attention on this higher level you. So you have to decide what this looks like. The more you focus on this level of you, the faster you will quantum leap because that is the energetic work. The more you focus on your current surroundings, the more you will attract and vibrate at your current surrounding vibration. If you want the higher vibration, then you have to be in that higher vibration. So get super clear on what this next level version of you looks like. You can get as clear on the details as you want. I know some of us are specific manifestors. We love having every single detail, like I will be wearing a blue striped shirt, and others are general manifestors. So we just like to know, I just want to feel freedom in my job. I don't know what kind of career I want, but I just want freedom. Whatever way works for you, I want to impart on you right now, the way to know your energy levels are using your emotions. The thing that society's been telling us to suppress for all these years. Yes, that one. You need to access your emotions because your desires are divinely placed. Your desires are on your heart for a reason because somewhere within you, you know that you are meant to achieve that. You know you can achieve it. This doesn't mean you have absolutely no doubt. Yes, you probably have doubts, otherwise you'd be there already. You probably have fear. You might not know how to get there. But if you have the desire in your heart, you know it's meant for you. You are not on this earth to pay bills and die. You are meant to do stuff on this earth. So if you're hating your life because you're trapped and you want more freedom, yeah, that desire is there for a reason, because you came here to do more than what you're doing. And it's your job now to do the hard work, which is figure out what you want. And when I say figure out what you want, I don't mean put labels on it, like, well, I want to be a yoga instructor. If you know what you want to be, great. But it's more important to uncover why you want the thing you want. If you want to be a yoga instructor, uncover, well, I love fitness. I love focusing on my mind and body connection. That feels really good to me. I love teaching others. That feels really good to me. And I'd also like to pick my own hours when I work, because I do great early morning and great late at night and not during the day. And so those reasons why will help you get the career you want, not necessarily falling into a label. So step 1 to quantum leaping, write down what this next level looks like for you and be as specific as feels good for you. If you get too specific and it starts to feel bad and tense, release it. But write it down so you can always refer back to what this next level looks like for you. Step 2 is meditate on this next level version of you. I recorded a meditation, which you can go to the caption and download and use for yourself. I absolutely love it. It actually helps the cells in your body physically absorb the energy you need. You don't need to use this one though. You can meditate on your own if that feels better for you, but meditate on this version of you. Meditation is one of the best ways to harness the energy of the universe and lock in this new level version of you. The last step, after you define who you want to be, meditate on it. Again, my meditation's in the caption. The last step is doing the daily work. It is not a one-time thing and then you're done. It is not a one-time, oh, I made it to this new energy level and now I'm staying here forever. It is a work to keep staying there, to keep building the energy. Electrons constantly jump from one state to the next, and your goal is not to stay in one energy level forever, but just spend more time there than the other energy levels. So you want to spend more time in the higher states than the lower states. But of course, we are just humans having a human experience, and it's normal to fluctuate. It's your job to practice holding the energy, but don't expect to be perfect right off the bat. So the third step is to do the daily work though. And the daily work is after you define the person you want to be, you don't just meditate on it once and then that's your whole life. It was that easy, nobody would ever have any problems on earth, right? But we do, because it's a work, it's a practice. It's called a practice for a reason. In meditation, it helps you vibrate at that state, but you have to hold that energy throughout the day. It's not like you spend 10 minutes in that state and then you're there forever. So define who you are and then do the daily work as that version of yourself. So if that version of yourself is multi-million-dollar business owner, do the things that that level of you would do. What would that level of you be thinking? What would that level of you be doing? How is that level of you acting differently than you are now from energy state 1? The more you think, act, believe, and vibrate at the other energy states, the faster you will be able to vibrate there all of the time. If you're just going, oh, I hope I get there, but you're thinking, acting, believing, and doing stuff from energy level 1, your current energy level, you're going to stay here. Like, you know, I teach people how to attract abundance using manifestation and decoding the universe and unlocking these deeper energetic truths that we know but aren't always talked about in the spiritual community. I love the science of spirituality and I teach this to my clients. And I get people all the time who come to me and they're like, you know, I really, really, really want to attract abundance. And I'm like, okay, I got you. Join my program. It costs whatever, and depending on what they want to join. The people who I know are going to get to that next state are like, hell yes, sign me up. Regardless of their current finances, they know this program is going to help them get here. Or clients who say, oh, I'll sign up once I have the money. Well, that doesn't make any sense, right? That's like saying, oh yeah, I'll start the diet after I'm skinny. Oh, yeah. I'll hire the personal trainer after I become a bodybuilder. Oh, yeah. I'll hire you to get more abundance after I have the abundance. No, you're hiring the person to do the thing. You're hiring the abundance coach to get the more abundance. It's to get to that next level, not where you're at now. I don't care if you hire me or not. It's a pattern of thinking that I want you to be aware of. Are you constantly saying, well, once I get the thing, then I'll blah, 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 because that's operating at energy level 1 that is not leading to quantum leaps. When you're saying, I will literally do anything in my power to get to this other level. That is when you are quantum leaping and when you are taking that action. So the daily work is both the spiritual, it's the energetic, it's believing in yourself, trusting that you are worthy, knowing that this outcome is not, maybe it'll happen, but it's happening. Your success is inevitable. Those are mindsets that you need to adopt. And then the physical work is acting upon those spiritual beliefs that you are adopting. So if you're believing, I am so worthy and my product and my business can help so many people, then the physical might manifest as you going out there and having conversations to sell your product. Because you feel worthy, you can never be icky because you know how much your product is helping other people. So you do the spiritual work, and then you have to do the physical work in the real world to get to that next state. The thing they say about overnight successes is, I forget who had this quote, but they're like, yeah, I'm a 10-year overnight success, because it had been the work they'd been putting in every single day for 10 years, and then just one day it seems like they were famous and everyone knew them. And this is what I work with my clients. When clients work with me in my 90-minute intensives, I give them a custom action plan for 21 days. So they have a blueprint to follow and they have a checklist that they can literally check the box like, yes, I did my things. I keep it simple for them because I want them to actually do the work, but I make it custom so they know what to do every single day. Another huge part of doing the work, and this is very important, is getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. So note that, hiring that personal trainer when you haven't gone to the gym in 10 years, that's terrifying. It's terrifying fighting those beliefs in your head like, oh my God, everyone's gonna stare at me because I feel uncomfortable with my body. Like that's terrifying to break through. But it will help you break through a million times faster once you can get out of your own head. And it's not the fact of, oh, hiring a coach will solve all my problems. It's being willing to get uncomfortable. Being comfortable with discomfort will solve your problems. It's not that you hire the personal trainer and magic happens. It's that you hire the personal trainer and then you go to the gym every single day, you eat healthy every single meal, not literally every single day and meal, but you get what I'm saying. Like, then you put in the work and it's gonna be uncomfortable. You're gonna have moments of not wanting to eat your celery, but you do anyway. You're gonna have moments of having a really tough workout where your muscles are throbbing, but you do it anyway because you're comfortable with getting uncomfortable. You're not afraid to do anything that will lead you to the result. Operating at energy level 1 instead of your quantum leap states is, what's missing one workout? Who cares? I'm tired. I had a long day. I'm just gonna watch TV. That's the comfort zone level. And so getting comfortable with being uncomfortable doesn't mean living a life you hate full of dread. It just means I'm operating at this level. I want to be a marathon runner, so therefore I have to run every day. Even with the days I don't feel like it, that will get me to my goals. And so getting comfortable with being uncomfortable is huge. I invite you today, do one thing that makes you uncomfortable to practice getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. It's not about the thing, it's about being willing to do all the things. That's the next level version of you. The version of you that you want to be is here in you right now. You just have to access that version of you. You have to learn how to harness the energy and not be afraid to hold it in your body and transmute it to quantum leap to that next level. You can do it. It is here for you. The more time you spend acting as if you are already in that level versus operating in the current comfort zone level, the faster you will quantum leap. That is the whole game. And you can get there by doing the daily work. I know none of us want daily work, and that's the whole point of why you're watching this video, probably to learn how to quantum leap. But it does take work. The results are what is quantum. The results are what are exponential. The results look like this and this and this, and then this. But you do have to do the work to get there, but the work is what you would be doing at this level anyways. So one last reminder, I want you to remember, getting to that next level, there is no good and there is no bad. There is no, oh, it's butterflies and rainbows at energy level 4 and it's horror and dread at energy level 1. No, actually in a lot of ways energy level 1 feels better because it's so much more comfortable and so much less resistance. It's the lowest energy. You put no energy and you're here. At the higher energy levels, we think, oh, it'll be so much better once I'm like really skinny. It'll be great. But you got to maintain those abs. It still work at those higher energy levels. New level, new devil. When you quantum leap, you're simply at a higher energy state. You are not at a better state per se. You are not at the bunnies and rainbows and butterflies state. You are at a higher energy state. It means higher highs, but also lower lows. And your goal when quantum leaping is to hold this energy. Your only goal is to understand, when I quantum leap, I am willing to hold it all. Operating energy level 1 is when you say, this is so bad, this is so miserable, I just want it to be better, therefore I need this. That's not quantum leaping even if you get the result, because your mindset and your attitude is still level 1 mindset and attitude. Level 2, level 3 is saying, I'm willing to hold it all. I want that result. I need the bigger bank account so that I can help more people. I need a bigger business, even though I know more social media followers will lead to more haters, more negative comments from the media. It will also let me reach more people who need my help, and I am willing to hold it all. You need to be willing to hold all the energy. Saying more social media followers will solve all my problems, that's not operating at a higher state. Saying more social media followers will get me more of what I want, it will also cause more problems on a larger scale, but I am willing to hold that energy and I'm willing to do it all. That is what you need to be able to quantum leap to the next level. It is not better, it is just different, it is more. And this is why 99% of people stay stuck in their status quo. They actually prefer the matrix, the 3D, go to my job every day 9 to 5 rather than break out and do my own thing, because it's easy getting the steady paycheck. It's easy just letting someone else pay you. Yeah, it comes with its difficulties, but it's way harder going out there and having your own product and your own sales and your own business, fighting all of your beliefs all of the time and figuring out what to do with no help sometimes. That is hard. It also comes with amazing rewards, like time freedom, money freedom, being able to make exponentially more than you ever could on a salary. But it also comes with more challenges, and you get to choose if you want to quantum leap or not. Business is just an example. Weight loss is just an example. These are just analogies for you to think about what you want in this world, but the higher levels have higher level problems a lot of the time. Are you willing to hold it all? Are you willing to quantum leap? So follow these steps. Remember, 1, decide who you are at that next level. Meditate on that person. And again, in the caption, free meditation for you. And then do the daily work. This will get you to that next level of who you want to be at that higher energy state. I hope you enjoyed this video all about quantum leaping, the science, how it applies to your life. I know this is a completely different way than other people are teaching it, but this is science-based. If you like the science of spirituality, follow for more. Follow on TikTok, Instagram, texting, all of the things. And you can also get for free my quantum wealth codes. And thanks for being here. I appreciate you.